Okay guys, welcome back to another amazing video this morning. It's another great day, another opportunity to be here with you once again. And I use this opportunity to thank all the followers of the channel. And currently we are about 1,793. And hopefully we want to hit like 1,800 before the stream will end today. That is the motive of this particular stream. But the actual goal for the stream is to discuss with you how you can raise laying hens, okay? And these hens will not be exotic hens. These hens will not be commercial layers, but these hens will be just pure local chickens, okay? So as you can see, these are improved breeds. As you can see, these are the local chicks we have. These are the chicks I'm currently brooding for egg laying. Hey bro. So guys, that is what I'll be discussing with you in this particular video. So you can see the chicks. These are the chicks, okay? These are the chicks that we have. These are the chicks I'm currently brooding as layers. And then you can see the parent stock. This is the parent stock. These are the parent stock, okay? The ones that are, so they've started laying already. This is the first hatch in this house, and then the chicks, the day old chicks that I'm raising. I raised these guys from day old. Currently they are big boys, big mamas. So you see, so I raised these guys from day old. Currently they are big boys and big mamas, and then these are the ones we are currently raising. Okay, these are the, in this particular video I will discuss with you how you can raise your local food layers. That is what we'll be discussing in this particular video. So if you join the show, to leave your name, where you are joining from, leave it in a comment section below, leave it in a live chat below, and then also don't forget to support my craft work, support, donate. So guys, if you join the stream like this, make sure to be donating. It's not easy. So make sure to donate to help the community grow as fast as possible. So this morning I'm just taking off the covers. so that there will be good aeration in the house. And then the weather is dreamy. The weather is very dreamy this morning, so I don't want to disturb them. But I think I have to take the first part of the cover. The cover here, I need to take it off so that there will be free flow of air inside the coop. Okay. So, aeration also helps the birds to grow faster. I shared with you, these birds are now in their 9th week, getting to 10th week. So you can see how so these guys, the network is still disturbing. These guys are, so it's due to the feed and then the good aeration. There are a lot of things that you do to help your birds if you are raising layers. Okay, but before that one, if you join the stream, make sure to share the stream with others. If you are a big channel too, you can give us a share your live streams so that you help the channel grow. Okay, that is the best thing you do for us. That is the best thing. On your handle, you can equally share the link of this channel on your TikTok space. If you have a very big following, share this with your audience on TikTok. I know most people. So guys, the network in this house not normally good, but because I want to share how the birds are developing, I want to share them with you. That's why I usually come here to stream. But people, that is what people like. A lot of people wants to see how the birds are growing. So that is why I'm still here sharing the birds with you whenever I'm live. So I just want you to have the feel of what is going on in the farm. You have the first-hand experience. Okay, so if you join, make sure to donate, make sure to share. If you don't have anything to donate, make sure to share the link. If you don't have anybody you share it to, guys, at least share to your WhatsApp group, which will help people to join the community very fast, and then we grow the channel. Okay, now as I've said, in this particular video I'll be discussing with you how you can raise your local hens as layers. There are certain things you have to do in order to help. Okay, first thing you are going to do is, have you seen these guys? If you want to raise local chickens as layers, I'll entreat you to go into what we call breeding. Okay, breeding. You breed your own day-old chicks. You get fertilized eggs, then you hatch the eggs, you brood the eggs, then you sort the hens from the birds that were hatched. Okay, so the first thing is breeding. Why it is very important to breed your own chicks is because if you move around and sort the local hens, most people don't take good care of these birds. So if the birds are not being well fed, they are not being well taken care of, it affects their laying performance. So that is why you have to first breed your own laying hens, and then you begin to produce. So last year I decided to start with the local birds that we have. So I just move around the community, sort the birds, and then use them as layers. Okay, they will be laying eggs, but you see most of them are just laying 10 eggs, 12 eggs. Majority is 15. There's only 1 or 2 hens that are laying about 20 eggs in a month. Okay, the local chickens. But what I've decided this year to do is, and then I've seen the performance, the improvement is, these are the parent stock that we have. So these parent stock, they have roosters among them. The roosters will mate them, and then we get eggs, fertilized eggs from these hens, and then we hatch the eggs. After hatching, we brood our own chicks and feed them well, because if you take good care of them, they are going to perform for you. Okay, so that is the first thing. You have to be ready to invest into breeding your own chicks. So currently I'm breeding my own chicks. A lot of people are asking whether I'm selling. No, I'm not selling. These are the chicks I'm breeding. These are my own stock I'm breeding. They are laying hens. Okay, I'm feeding them well and then taking good care of them so that it can improve upon their laying performance. That is the first thing. Okay, so that is the first thing. The second thing is the feeding, and then how you take good care of the chicks. Most people don't know how to feed these guys. Now, whenever it comes to local chickens, the ones that are laying, if you have, let's say, 10 laying hens with one rooster among them that will be mating them, those 10 laying hens will be eating around 1 kilogram of feed a day. You can even give them 800 grams of feed a day, but because of the rooster among them, you give them 1 kg a day. It's okay for the local birds, the ones that are laying. So if you want to achieve a very good maximum laying rate whenever it comes to the local birds, just give them quality feed, and then the quantity also should be there. Okay, most people think local chickens don't consume, so they tend to just give them some small quantity of feed. No, as I've said, if you have 10 laying hens and then you have a rooster among them, making them 11, just give them 1 kg of feed. This was the test I carried out last year, and you see the difference in the laying performance of the birds. So you can go and check that video out. Okay, so you can see that the birds will tend to lay if they are satisfied. Okay, so you cannot underfeed the birds. If you underfeed the birds, it affects their laying performance. If you overfeed the birds, it affects their laying performance. So for you to have a very good laying stock, you have to make sure the feed you are giving them is a quality feed. Make sure the protein content in the feed is around 17-18% whenever it comes to the layers. The protein content should be around 17-18%. The carbohydrate content should be around 65-70%. And then the calcium, the vitamins, the other nutrients needed in the feed, like you are making your own feed, you are adding moringa, you are adding salt, you are adding ginger and cayenne pepper, they should be around, all of them should be around. So when you have 70 and then 18, it's around 88. So the 12% should come from the vitamins, the minerals, and okay, so that is for the laying. But if you are breeding your own stock, let's say you are breeding these day-old chicks now, and then you want to get layers from them, you have to understand that you are raising these birds for layers. You want them to be layers for you. So there's a special way you have to take good care of them. One, there should be enough light for the birds because they are not yet developed. From day old, they should have adequate light. Okay, they are going to feed 3 times a day. So let's say if you want to start raising the day-old chicks, if you have 10 of them, you'll be consuming around, let's say, 15 grams of feed a day. Day-old, they are cool to go. 15 grams is cool for them. But if they are developing, week 1, you increase the feed to, let's say, 20 grams per bed. If they are developing, week 3, you increase the feed 25 grams. If they've entered their week 3, week 4, you've increased the feed to at least 27 grams. You'll be increasing it in that manner. If they hit week 10, week 11, week 12, then you'll be giving them per bed around 50 grams of feed because you are raising them for layers. If you underfeed the birds, the chicks, it will affect their laying performance. And then from day 0 to week 4, week 5, week 6, make sure that there is light with the birds in the night. And then you feed them 3 times a day. Feed them early in the morning, in the afternoon, and then in the night, you also give them feed to keep them busy. Okay, so that will help the birds improve. Upon the genes will be improved, the system will be improved, and whenever it comes to laying, the birds will perform for you. Okay, that is the magic. Now, the other thing which I'll share with you, which is the third thing which I'll share with you, is to get a very good breed of layers. They are roosters. For instance, when you search about this guy, the rooster we have, let me show you. Hi. So if you see that guy, can you see? Yeah, that big boy there. That is the Rhode Island red rooster, pure breed, Rhode Island Red. That is the rooster. I've gotten 2. And then the white guys you are seeing, they are offsprings from the Leghorn white and then the Loman white. You know, these are good breeds whenever it comes to laying eggs. Okay, they are good breeds whenever it comes to laying eggs. So you have to get a good rooster in that line, because you know they are good layers, they are prolific layers. So if you get their roosters and then their roosters are crossing the local hens, what you are having is you are improving upon the genes of the local birds. And then whenever it comes to the laying, the hens will tend to lay more. So if you get a pure local breed, that will be laying around 10, 12, 15 eggs. If you get these prolific layers, they are roosters to mate the local birds for you, and then you raise their chicks. If the chicks develop, they will tend to lay more than the pure local breed or the local roosters mating the local hens. Their genes will not be improved. Okay, they will still be in that domain of laying, let's say 12, 10 eggs per month. But if you get a very good breed of roosters that will mate your local hens for you, their offspring or their F1 will lay, their laying rate will increase. They will lay very good for you. Consistent eggs production, they can give you about, let's say, 20 eggs per month or 25, 22 eggs per month, because of they've acquired a gene from the rooster in that prolific laying line, which will help to make sure that the hens from the offspring will also lay well. So those are certain things you have to take care of, and you have to observe these things in your farm if you want to raise local chickens as layers. You have to breed your own chicks. You have to know that whenever you sort the birds, don't begin to use them as production line, or you use the parent stock as the ones that will be producing for you. No, use the parent stock to be getting fertilized egg from the parent stock, and make sure to get a very good rooster among the best laying breeds that we have so far. Get their roosters, they will mate the hens for you, and then you get the eggs, hatch the eggs, brood your chicks, get your hens from the chicks, and then you be producing your eggs. Okay, so guys, that is what I would like to share with you in this particular video. And remember that we have good breeds of local roosters that also are very good, because the ones that I have previously in the house, they are very good roosters, and then their system or their gene is also good. If they mate the hens, the offspring, they lay. So I have one offspring in the house. I have a lot of offsprings in the house. So due to the outbreak, we lost some of them, but we have. So you can equally get the local roosters that will help do the mating, and then you get the offspring. The most important thing which I would like you to do is you breed your own chicks, because you are with them, you are supplementing them the way you want, and you are giving them the required nutrients, because that will have an overall effect on the birds when they develop and they will be laying for you. It will have an impact on them. So what I will entreat you to do is, if you are starting out and then you want to start in production of eggs in terms of the local hens, what you do is get a parent stock, let them lay for you, get them a rooster that will be mating them. It can be any rooster. If you don't have any means of getting the Rhode Island Red, the white Leghorn, or the Loman white, if you don't have any means of getting it, get a Noila, or you get any local breed, good rooster that will make them. Get fertilized eggs from the birds. You hatch the eggs, you breed your own chicks. Okay? Their laying performance will be very, very good than just going out to sort for the birds and then use them as a production line. That one, guys, though you are going to make profit, but the profit margin will be very, very low. The profit margin will be around 20-30%. But if you get a very good breed from your own parent stock, and then you breed your own chicks, it can increase your profit margin to 40-50%. Okay, so that is what I would like to share with you in this particular video. If you enjoyed this time with me and then you are new, subscribe, and then I'll catch you up for another wonderful one like this. Guys, don't forget, if you are new, use the link in the description to join our Telegram community. And also remember to share the live, share the videos. If you are new, go through the channel, watch the previous video that I've shared with you on the channel, watch the live streams, watch the normal videos. Guys, just watch anything. You know, I'm fan of creating this fun environment. So when you go to the short feed, I'm posting different kinds of videos whenever it comes to the chicks and a whole lot. Okay, so share the videos with others, and you guys, the fact is that you may be our destiny helper whenever it comes to this particular project. You can just share this link with your community or your members, and then boom, that will change everything. That will change the perspective of what we plan to do on this particular channel. Okay, our aim is to help a lot of people venture into raising our local birds, raise our local breeds. Okay, so join the community, be part. If you don't have anything to offer, you can equally share. You can give us a shout out on your channel, and then you can even share the channel link on your TikTok handle, which will help grow the community. You may be the destiny helper for somebody. Guys, keep that in mind. You may be the destiny helper for somebody. So don't play with sharing. Don't play with just donating. If you donate, it will help people. It will help the community to grow faster. And then it will help us to also increase the farm and increase the project. Okay, thereby helping a lot of people within this space. So guys, I love you. And make sure to like, make sure to share, make sure to donate. I'll catch you up in another wonderful one like this, probably on Friday. Guys, I love you. This is where we part ways. Enjoy the day.